Hey everybody, Steven here, playing Subnautica Below Zero, and today looking at the latest updates to the game. Obviously this is a little bit different because I usually don't use my webcam here, but giving it a try. Unfortunately with the NVIDIA GeForce experience, for whatever reason it doesn't essentially sync up with the NVIDIA broadcast to remove the background. So instead of using like OBS or something like that, which I've had problems with, we're just going to try it out this way. And so I wanted to wait for the next build update. I just figured it would happen today because there's a bunch of cool stuff in that. It did not, so we're just going to look at some of this anyways. There's not a ton of stuff, but there is some stuff with this. So let's go ahead and hop in. We're going to start with the intro. One of the things with this, there's on the Subnautica Changes Twitter account, it says right here, add early clip optimization to weather smoke visual effects, toggleable with early clip console command. I've messed with it. I don't notice anything. So if you guys have messed with that and know exactly kind of what you're looking for, let me know in the comment section. But we'll get started on this. So with the intro, Robin's gloves are back. That's something I mentioned in a couple different videos that they were gone. I know some people told me that on the Discord, the devs have said that they did this on purpose because they wanted everybody to see kind of human hands on the intro, but they're back. You do have the Z fighting with this, so you're going to see it's a little bit off until they fix it.
This is the farthest I can
You can
take
see it
you
right
on
there.
company space bus,
Next thing,
Robin.
notice
You sure you want this?
Cal, the name,
The
it's
research is
highlighted in yellow
Is to
now.
me and Sam.
So if you have subtitles turned on, you can distinguish when
I can use
whatever
it
the
for
name
cover
is
when
essentially.
there's eyes.
And this is going to apply to
Gonna miss you,
the
Robin.
audio logs as well.
Find my
And those
way
have been, it seems like the audio's been tweaked. We're going to check that out here pretty soon. It does seem like there's more smoke or I don't know, like fog on the intro here. So you don't really see much anymore, right? You don't even see much until you get kind of up close on it. So it just seems like there's more fog now. And then now we can finally see something. So it just seems like the fog's maybe a little bit more dense. There we go. Alright, we'll skip after this though. Okay, let's get these console commands going.
Welcome to 4546 speed. Enjoy your stay.
Okay. Oh, where am I going? Okay, so as you can see here, also in your PDA, so the names are highlighted in yellow, like I said, so you can distinguish that that's the name of the person versus when it's the same color, it kind of all blends together. I do like that subtle touch.
Hi, you. How's everything at Pengling Central? Oh, fine.
So
But I
now
haven't
with
heard anything
these
since giving the footage to Zeta.
audio
It's
logs,
been, what, a week?
it's subtle, but if you
Did she
listen for it,
promise you
it
a
does
role?
sound like
No,
there's an
but
effect
I
on there.
expected some kind of reaction.
So it does sound more
Maybe
like a
she teamed
voice
up with
log
Emmanuel.
versus
It is
before it was
raw
just
after all,
crystal
and
clear.
it
So
could
it's
cause a lot
that
of
subtle
stuff if it
change.
got out. Why would it get out?
And actually, tell you what, because that may be hard to hear. Let's go music.
We have professional containment and know how to neutralize it in an emergency. Sam, I love you, but you don't know what you're talking about.
You love me?
So yeah, some
Wait, why
I don't
do you
know
know so much about this?
It's my area
if it
of
what's a
research.
in terms
Why
of
are
like
you
a
being
verb to
evasive?
apply to it. Like if it's grainy, whatever it is, it does sound
I'm
like I
gonna
said,
tell
like
you
it's almost
something, and then
more
you
of a
have to drop
voice
this
log versus just
crusade
like
you're on
a
before you
crystal
damage
clear
your career.
call.
We're
So it does
researching
sound better to
about
me.
you.
What kind
Fits.
of
It
research
sounds
are
more
you
like the
doing?
original
I
also
don't
with
want
that,
you
especially when
worrying
you're
about
listening
this.
to
We are aware of the possible downsides, but they're
Margaret's.
far outweighed by the potential.
There I was, 500 meters below sea level.
More reminiscent, like I
Chunks
said, of
the
the first
sea
game.
base sank around me. One hand gripped the monster.
So we have that. Let's go ahead and hop out here. And we're going to see potentially some bugs with this that I've noticed. Let's come over here. So they're changing some of the texture volumes and things like this with some of the kelp areas and the creep vines, and in this area as well, one of the updates that I'm looking for, so you can see it right there, it's just not quite clicking in, but one of the other things with the, hopefully it hits Monday, the next kind of batch of updates, is they've reworked some of this area on the west side, so I'm gonna check that out. But I need to tweak this again because let's see if we can find it. All right, so the Sparse Arctic music is finally, it was in game, but last time I tried finding it for one of these videos, it wouldn't actually click in. So let's see if it'll click in for me now. Track flowers. There we go. Let that play for a second. I'm noticing certain biomes, multiple tracks, which if you look, music biome, Sparse Arctic, plain biome, Sparse Arctic, / track flowers. So a biome may have multiple tracks.
The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device used for high-speed skydiving. Contains a built-in light and map.
There we go. That would be a glitch, right? This has to do with the glowing properties of the creepvine there. Oh, did I switch out the... Because I started messing around trying to go over here. Let's see if I can get that to come back. Oh, come on. Let's go into free cam. It might come back. We'll see. I got a quick sample of it, but... So looking here, this is where you can see, whoa. See the lines down there? So yeah, they're tweaking some of this stuff. And to me, it seems like it has to do with the glow of the actual vines themselves. And the kind of seems like the coloring that goes with that. Let's see, maybe we'll ghost back in here. There we go. Okay, so now I'll let this roll for a second. Let's see what's on my list. Oh, we're going to go to the Crystal Castle. So the Crystal Castle cache here seems like they've updated. That's something that they've talked about doing. There we go. So we're seeing more pockets back here, right? Like these upper pockets. I'm wondering how much they expand that. But the big thing here, seems like there's been an update to the lighting and how much that actually pours out of this. So you see that green come a little bit further down. Looking at the crystals and the reflection now has been greatly improved. Especially with certain ones. That one back there did it. But where you can actually see like stuff in the biome being reflected back. And I like the mixture of the crystals too. You have some that are just bright, not reflective really, and some that are more clear that you can see. There we go. There's a good one. See it? So we have that. Still curious to see, because we're seeing these crystals tweaked and this now being pulled back further, the one over there, if they're going to do that further or if this is just kind of where they're going to leave it. I don't think that's the case. I think they'll definitely tweak that more. I'm just curious to see if they expand it, how far out are they going to go with this? What is really cool to see, let's see, this little pocket also above the entryway. And that was partially carved out, I believe, and that's been like that maybe for a couple weeks. But now looking in here, just when I think of the crystal caves, I think this right here. Like, that is a ton of crystals. And I still do like it. I like it with the water volume on, but I just think it looks, when it's like that pitch black, it just looks awesome. But this biome has come a long ways just in the last handful of months here. Let's head up. There we go. The lighting especially. So if I take the water volume off, again, you'll see those pockets where they have that lighting because it is just pitch black. And the crystals obviously in the area around that, it's going to emit light, and then the plants themselves also in the biome. Just that extra level of detail. Bring that off. That looks really good. Matter of fact, let's get a picture of that. Alright, so we have... There's that Shadow Leviathan. We have that. Oh, we're going to go up top. So the last thing we're going to cover, updates to what you can change with the settings here. We'll ghost in on this. All right. So looking at the settings here, graphics. Finally, with the advanced, we have the water quality setting. They've just added this. Medium, high. And it's weird, it's not until I'm out of custom that I believe we can change this lower. Or right now, there's just the two. Medium and high. Skybox quality, that's another one that just got added. If it wasn't earlier last week, it may have been the week before. But low, medium, high. And you can see the reflective quality of the water change based off of that. Low, which just looking at the density of the clouds, that is greatly reduced. Medium, and then high. Just looking at the change in the water quality with that, and then we'll go high. Low, medium, high. Medium almost looks better with the skybox changed. Anti-aliasing quality, low, medium, high. Lens dirt, we can bring that off. You'll see that over here. Bloom. Depth of field. Motion blur quality, high. Ambient occlusion, that one's going to be a big one. And let's go ahead and look at this in the water. How about that? Let's go find where I'm at. All right, let's go into the twisted bridges. Go daytime. There we go. And let's ghost in.
Parsing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Okay, so if you're looking at this, the texture quality is low. with this, right? That's pretty apparent, even though the other things are high. So let's do it right here. Okay, water quality, high. Screen space reflections. We're seeing that over here. High. All right. I didn't change anything down here. Low. See that over here. Oops. Bloom, lens dirt, depth of field. Depth of field, you can see that. That's more apparent, right? That's a big one. And the first game didn't really have it to this degree. I mean, it seems like I remember it's kind of was there, but like that's one of the things that makes this game, in terms of the look, so much better is the quality of that depth of field, right? Especially when you're looking up into these twisty bridges here. Lens dirt's going to be harder to see right here. Bloom, I'm going to have to change where I'm at. Ambient occlusion, bringing that down. Off. Everything looks like more flat. Right, those shadows and that depth that you pick up on is there with that on. With it off, it's just flat. Screen space we can see on the inside of the tube here. High, there we go. Motion blur, dithering. All right, let's, and I think the texture, because I've turned that off, I actually have to start a new game for that to come back. Oh, got some Z fighting right there. Here's a good spot.
Transmission of unknown origin.
Let's go off, off, off.
Source of transmission.
Look at that.
Calculated at approximately 200 meters.
That sounds like a distress call.
Yeah, this looks more like the first game to me. And I think maybe this is actually just because I've been messing with those settings. Let's go. Let's zoom into the sanctuary here. Let's try this. Okay, here's a good area we can see some of the stuff. All right. High. Skybox, that's not going to have an effect here. High. Bloom. There we go. Lens dirt. Let's take that off. Don't see it much until you add the bloom. Depth of field. That changes the lighting in here. Motion blur quality. High. Ambient inclusion. High. That screen's... let's go there. I think that messed it up too. Alright. I think this will be an area we can see some of that. You can see the lens dirt also. Dithering. There we go. Yeah, screen space reflections. I'm figuring that was going to be something you would notice the most with the bases here. I'll leave it like that. This looks messed up just because of me floating in like this. Tell you what. We'll do it this way.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency
go.
greatly.
We'll check it again here just to see. Motion blur is not going to be until you move. Yeah, and all these things stack, right? I think it looks good.
Freezed.
Sanctuary power critical.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking, we're running out of time.
I didn't know they updated the voice. I'm glad I came over here. All right, let's hear this. That was not planned.
What is all this?
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage medium identified. We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
It will have to do.
How long have you been stored here?
Longer than that. Warning. Sanctuary power critical.
I like that voice better.
Our data can be downloaded from the terminal.
I know that other one was just a placeholder, but...
Transfer is complete.
And I think, yeah, everything looks off now
Yes,
because the
okay.
textures have been messed with. Because they almost look low res now, right? But that's just me messing with all the settings, so I'd actually have to restart the game, exit, and then come back.
Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer.
Brace? Ah! Ah! What's happening?
Transfer.
Still love the drums right there that Ben added.
Transfer complete. How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA! Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component!
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me.
And here goes.
Hello? This isn't happening. This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
I wish you had the option, like, if you beat the game, you could play it again and have that facility voice, like, as your PDA, just to swap them out. Alright, well, that was everything planned with the bonus there that I didn't realize that had been updated. Hopefully Monday with this, we get to see some of the other things that I'm looking forward to. One of the big ones is the Glacial Forest has music implemented now. New music from Ben, and a handful of other things that I'm definitely excited to see. There is the Warp Gate base, just to close on this, where you kind of zoom in really quick and you record it. You can actually see a snippet of what the finished product is going to look like. I'm not going to talk about that on this channel, but that's something that if you guys wanted to do that, but you have to record it, otherwise it's so quick. It's literally just like a quick flash of what it is. I don't want to spoil that for anybody on the channel, but that's something that I just want to make sure you guys were aware of. So that's actually going to wrap this video up. If you guys like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.